away win.
Yeah.
First away win since March, PSG. But disappointing performance. It's awful.
It was boring, wasn't it, really? Yeah. If we're honest, it's just, I'm happy with one. I don't want to sound like I'm negative all the time, but it's just boring. I sit there, I'm like, are we going to score? Are we going to shoot? Half the time I'm looking at my phone. I look around and everyone else is doing the same. It's just we're boring to watch, really.
Is there any... You want to take positives, especially when you win.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Especially away from home. But like, it's funny that even when we do win, it's not convincing. No shots on target.
But even when we score
in 9 minutes,
I always say if we can score, it's either a penalty or a worldie from James or a lucky goal. Apart from against Liverpool, most of them it's never a good move or someone's done a good little step over or nothing like that. It's just boring. Like, I want to give Ollie a chance. I want him to succeed and turn it around, and I would love it if 2 years' time we won the league with Ollie. I just don't see it. We play boring football. It's the worst I've seen since Ferguson. Really, really boring.
And
football.
Is there any inkling of I haven't heard his press conference yet, and I know you haven't as well. We've been sitting in there, but they come out and say this is positive. They're trusting in this process, and it's like, but on the pitch we're not seeing. We can't create against anyone. That Partizan side are a poor side, and we go 1-0 ahead, and you're thinking, do you know what? We can kick on second half, see the game out. They had an awful version of Lukaku up front. They were giving him the number 9. And we allowed them onto us.
Yeah. I think the problem we've got is that there's no pattern, there's no style, there's no system, there's no desire. Like I heard him say a few weeks ago or last week, short-term pain for long-term gain. Yeah. I'm all up for that, but you've got to get results. You've got to win. If you're losing 6-7 games in a row, you don't deserve to get the time, irrespective of who you are. And it's not even short-term pain. It's like a heart attack. It's awful. It's not. There's no pain. Yeah. I'm dying here. Against Newcastle. Ashley Young hits 3 corners into the keeper's arms. I'm at home effing and blinding and wanted to smash my TV up. And there's panning onto Ollie and Phelan and they just sat there smiling.
Do you think in that cohort of coaches that they're not going to push each other, not going to challenge each other? Well, where do you stand on bringing those guys back?
Me personally, this is just my own personal opinion. I think it's too much of an old boys club. Everyone's too pally. So again, like anything, when you've got your mates, you don't want to sort of have a go at your mate because you've known him for 20 years. You know what I mean? And everyone's too nicey. Sometimes you've got to give someone a kick up the arse and say, look, come on. Like if someone's hitting the corner, forget week in, week out, for 7-8 years into the keeper's arms, not beating the first man, and yet no one's saying anything. Rashford's hitting free kicks into the disabled fans, trying to injure them, and no one's saying a word.
It's like no one's in the dressing room. It's kind of like they're painting a picture that everything's happy and rosy when in fact it's not. I mean, today, what did you make of it tactically? Obviously, I know it's because we didn't get any shots. We were solid. We didn't concede, luckily. But what did you make of it tactically and the changes he made? He made changes early.
Yeah, I mean, the subs he did were good. Unlike Wolves away where he brought on Greenwood, I think 2 minutes to go. What's the point bringing someone for 2 minutes? Yeah. So he did it better, but it's just like the tactics were fine. But it's Partizan there. They're probably the equivalent to Sheffield Wednesday, if we're honest.
They were a really poor side.
We should be steamrolling them. They're the guy up front, he looked like a poor man's Amiobi, awful, come on. Yeah. We should be battering these guys, and we're not.
We keep saying the bigger game is Norwich Sunday. I mean, does that fill you with confidence going into the Norwich game? It is a win away from home. Would the squad take from it? Would they build on it?
But do you know what? There's a phrase, obviously, people say you can only piss with the cock you got, and I get it where Ollie's doing the best with what he's got. We've got loads of injuries, but the problem we've got is I know, like I did against West Ham as well, they're going to be up for it. Yeah. So Norwich will be bang up for it. The Man Utd are coming to town, let's beat them. And yet, I hope I'm wrong, some of our players will just sort of have players pressing them and wonder why. Well, I could tell you now, it's going to happen. Norwich will be bang up for this game.
The onus is going to be us to break them down. We can go with this 5 at the back and stuff. They say it looks rigid, but we're going to have to go and break Norwich down. But
it's boring. We've got no style. We've got no identity. We've got no ideas, and that comes from the coaching. Like I look and go between today and Sunday, what are they teaching? What are they telling them? You're going to put in
3 points is all that matter today, mate.
Yeah. It's in the context of the group, absolutely, yeah. But we haven't really spoke about the context of the group, because he is right.
I'm a firm believer it's all about results. So if it means we play badly and we win all the time, I'd happily take that. Win 10 games in a row.
Yeah.
But it's dull. Like in Newcastle, lose 4-3, you can sort of put up with it. Losing 1-0 with 0 shots on goal, it's pathetic.
It is. Listen, you made the trip. Hey, I'll let you get off before those buses get off, man.
Nice one. Take care,
Safe travels, man.
Take care.
See you soon.
Offside Blogger on Twitter, yeah?
Last one. Big thank you to you guys for watching the latest of our videos, and if you want to check out more, make sure you do that just to the right of me. We are the biggest and best Manchester United channel in the world. Make sure you check us out on all of the socials as well. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. The socials are along the bottom. Peace.